Worship leaders, you know the look. You launch a brand new song, you look out into the congregation, and all you see are blank stares. And it looks like they're thinking, seriously, another new song? Don't worry, it's not just you. The problem isn't always with the song itself, it's how we're introducing it. So let's talk about ways that we can get our church to engage and sing these songs with confidence. Now, before I share these effective ways on how to introduce a new song, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of my future videos because I believe they're really going to help you in your worship journey. Now, before we even talk about how to introduce new songs, we need to talk about what happens first. Let's say you hear a song you really want to do, or one of your worship team members requests one. Part of introducing songs well is vetting the song first. So ask yourself these questions. Is the song theologically sound? Now, theology can feel subjective at times. Certain things can mean different things to different people. So you just want to sit with the lyrics and look to see if there's anything that's overly distracting, something that might send the wrong message or be misunderstood. Just because a song is popular and all the churches around the world are doing it doesn't mean that you have to do it. There have been songs that have been very popular that I chose not to lead because of my personal beliefs and convictions. Does it align with your church's beliefs and where your church is in this season? Some songs might be great songs, but they're not the right fit for right now. Can you imagine your church singing this song? What does the room feel like? Are they engaged? Can you imagine your worship team playing and singing this song with confidence and conviction? Do you need to run it by your pastor or leadership? In some churches, the pastors want to have a part in the song selection process. And in other churches, they give their worship leaders freedom to choose whatever songs that they want. But if you are not sure and you have any doubts at all, it's always safer to ask trusted leadership than to have to pull a song back later. When you vet a song carefully on the front end, you save yourself from introducing something that might not serve your congregation well. Now let's get into some of the best practices on how to introduce a new song. One of the most effective ways that I have found to introduce a new song to your church is what I call the 2-1-1 pattern. Here's how it works. Week 1, introduce the new song. Since this is the first time that you're doing the song, you might consider reading a scripture that's connected to the message of the song, giving context for the song with a song story, encouragement that's tied to the lyrics, just something that will help the congregation connect more with the song, which in turn is going to help them engage more. It's not always needed, but if you feel the song needs some context, then be intentional when you set it up. And also in the first week, I would suggest that you introduce the new song in slot 2 or 3, not as the first song. So if you're doing a fast song as the new song, you might do a familiar fast song first and then introduce the new song. And if it's a slow song, you can introduce it later on in the set. But it's kind of jolting for the congregation when they're coming in, they're getting settled, and you throw a new song at them. I would really suggest putting it in slot 2 or 3. I've seen this work really well. Week 2, repeat it. Repetition is key. We want to repeat the song 2 weeks in a row so it sticks in people's memory. There will also be people that were not even there week 1, so this will be the first time that they've ever heard the song. In this week, you can also change it up just a little bit. Maybe if you had a male lead it in week 1, you can have a female lead it in week 2. Change the key or just have a different co-leader leading the song. But don't change the melody or the arrangement too much. We want to keep that familiarity from week 1. Week 3, take a break and let the song rest. So we're not doing the song at all this week. We're putting a pause on it. We're giving it a break before we reintroduce it again. Maybe do more familiar songs this week. Week 4, bring it back, either the full song or as a mashup. So now we're adding the song back into the set list. You can do the full song or you can do a chorus, bridge, and let it flow out of another song. But this is a great way to reintroduce again after taking a break from the song. Why does this work? Well, most church attenders don't attend every Sunday, and even your most faithful people attend maybe 2 or 3 times a month. So if you only do the new song one time, most people have never heard it. By repeating it the first 2 weeks, you double your chances that the people will catch on. And then when you reintroduce it the 4th week, then you're giving them a point of connection without overwhelming them. Repetition is what helps people retain songs. So we want to be intentional with our song list. We don't want to just be throwing out random new songs whenever we feel like it. If you stick to this pattern, it's going to help them engage better. Because if we just throw a bunch of new songs at them all at one time, they're going to get new song fatigue, they're going to feel overwhelmed, and they're going to check out. So focus on one song a month using this pattern, and I promise you, you'll see more engagement with your people. Next, you want to evaluate and adjust. After a month of trying the song, pause and take inventory. Ask yourself, ask leadership, is this song resonating? As a worship team and leaders, go out into the lobby, meet the people that you're leading, and ask them, did they connect with the song? Get their feedback. Now, you're always going to have someone that didn't like the song. Maybe they don't like any of the songs. But all you're doing is gathering feedback, gathering information, and then weighing it. And if a majority of the people are not resonating with the song, we need to pay attention to that. If it's not resonating, it might be the key. Sometimes the melody sits too high or too low for the average singer. Or maybe it's the arrangement. It's too busy and it needs to be simplified. Or maybe they have a problem with the song itself, the lyrics, the melody of the song. And if that's the case, it might be time to retire the song and move on. The goal is not just to sing songs that we love. The goal is to help our congregation actually worship. Another key is helping your church hear the song before they ever walk into the service. Familiarity builds confidence, and confidence builds participation. Here are some ways to make that happen. Midweek services or special events. Try the song at a midweek service, a women's night, or a worship night before Sunday morning. These environments are often more relaxed and people are more likely to engage with something new. And then by Sunday, you have a group of people who know it and they'll help lead the way. Playlist on social media. Create a Spotify or Apple Music playlist of upcoming songs and share it with your church. People can listen to them during the week, in their car, at work, or at home, and this plants the songs in their heart before they ever sing them in a service. Use the song in social media reels or posts. Posting a short reel or video with the new song as the background audio is a subtle way to introduce it. It gets the lyrics and the melody in people's heads through content that they're already scrolling through. Pre-service music. Play the song as a part of your pre-service loop in the lobby or auditorium. As people are coming and going, they're hearing the song, and then they'll recognize the melody when the band plays it later, and that familiarity will make them more likely to sing along. So there are some ways that I have found personally to be effective when introducing new songs. And remember, at the end of the day, new songs aren't just about fresh music. They're about us shepherding our people into worship. And how we introduce new songs will determine whether they engage or they just stand there. So don't just throw a new song into your set list. Be intentional. Use repetition, evaluate carefully, and build familiarity outside of the weekend. That's how new songs stick. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'd love to invite you to my free community, the Worship Life Collective. It's a place for worship leaders and pastors to get real answers to your ministry questions, to find friends in ministry who understand the journey, and a place to grow with ongoing resources, videos, and monthly group calls. You'll find that link in the description. Come join us. I would love to see you in the community. And if this video was helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and share this with your worship team and your worship leader friends so they too can lead new songs more effectively. You are equipped and empowered to do everything that God's called you to do. I'll see you in the next video.